like a swing, which we haven't done that one yet. Tonya, I see you. You're here.
Oh my goodness, I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
gosh, you're fine.
I don't.
This is the first time I've ever done this too. Like even I had somebody this
I
morning
was
like,
like,
can you just hop on so I can see if this works? So this is so fun.
oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, especially after having the technical difficulties.
Well, I feel like that's.
I'm on my phone, so I feel like the might not be a good. I don't know. Can you see
Oh,
me?
it's perfect. I can see you great. I'm like, I need to back up though because I can see my face a little bit too big. You're perfect though. You're perfect. I'm so excited. I don't know if you got to hear, but I was bragging about you. How I know so many people have seen you in the group and checking in normally with like the most intense workouts on top of an intense work schedule. But I know a little bit of your full story, but was really excited for more people to get to hear, just more about you and your journey because it is so amazing and inspiring. You might not feel that way yourself, because I think sometimes we're like,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
what?
but I feel that way. So I have three questions for you. So why don't we just go ahead and hop right in? What's number one? What is the biggest surprise win that has come from your fitness journey? And you can kind of give a little bit of an intro in there too. You know,
About my journey.
yeah.
Okay, so my journey actually has started now. I can't believe it's been about 5 years already. It's been a while. It may have been even a little bit longer than that. But when I started my fitness journey, I was more than 100 pounds overweight. I couldn't fit into like the rides at Disney barely. I couldn't walk up the stairs when I took my son to a concert. And like one time I'm gonna cry. One time I was in the grocery store and a little boy said to his dad, "Mom or Dad, why is that lady so fat?" So I was just, it was terrible. But you would think that would have done something and made me do something, but it really didn't at that time. It's just, I don't know. Finally, one day I just said, I can't live like this anymore. And my family was very needy. They would never let me have time for myself. So I called a family meeting and I said, look, we have to do something because I feel like if my weight stays this way and my health stays this way, I won't be alive to see you kids graduate from high school, or I won't, might not be alive in a few years. So they were all like, okay, we'll give you time. And so I tried to start exercising and eat right, but for some reason I just couldn't keep the exercise thing up. And one day a friend of mine said, hey, I have this insanity program that I'm going to let you borrow. And I just laughed. I said, girl, I can't even walk. What makes you think I can do a program that's called insanity? No way. She's like, oh, just try it. It's great. So I was like, all right. So I tried it. Could not even get through the warm up. Even with modifying all the moves in the warm up, I couldn't make it through the warm up. But for some reason, Shaun spoke to my soul. Like he has a way of doing that. I don't know. It made me think that even though I couldn't walk and I couldn't get through the warm up, that somehow I was going to complete this program. And so I did. I completed it over and over and over again for I think probably a year or more. Like just doing that program over and over. I lost like 110 or 15 pounds, something like that, and no longer was pre-diabetic, didn't have high blood pressure anymore. No kids called me fat in the grocery store. And then we went to I took my son to a concert, and it was those same stairs. And I said, I'm running up these stairs. And I did all the way to the top. I was like, this is the best thing in the world. So,
That is,
so I always say, Shaun saved my life, and I totally mean it. I really, he saved my life.
I have
Yeah.
goosebumps. I mean, I'm trying not to cry.
I'm trying not to cry
That
too.
is, it's
Like,
just, I mean, just that you did that, like so few people would ever do that. And then to have that first moment, like you said, where you couldn't even do the warm up, like modified, and to not let
yeah.
that derail you, but then to just keep showing up and literally change your whole world. I mean, that is,
It really does, and it does change because I started it just to lose weight, but the question was how is it surprise? It's like fitness really does spill over into every aspect of your life. Like Shaun says in one of his workouts, something like fitness and exercise, fitness and life, or something, and it's like so true. Like I have more confidence, more energy, even though you're spending more energy working out, you have more energy. And also like more courage to try something hard.
Right.
Like at my job, there was an interview for a position that everybody wanted. And before, there was no way I would have interviewed for that. But I did because I was like, we can do hard things. And what's the worst thing that can happen? I can not get it. So what? Big deal. And I got it. Woo. So just, yeah, it flows over into everything. Better relationships with friends, better relationship with my family. Like it fitness, fitness is everything. When I say fitness is life, I totally believe that.
And I mean, even how you sat your family down and had that conversation, I mean, that alone, by you respecting yourself enough to say, like, okay, I've kind of been all things to all people. I need to count myself in too. So you guys, here's the deal, that shift right there, was so critical that I think so many people can struggle with is like, putting yourself on the list. Like for some reason, we think we shouldn't be on the list. But now what's
Yeah,
happened because you put yourself on the list and told them, okay, back it up, I need my time. You are now a better mom, a living longer mom, a more energetic mom, a mom that can run up the steps at the concert. Like, so great.
true. And they look back on it and they're like, I can't believe that we used to do that to you, because I had tried to work out, like go for a walk or something before. Be like, oh, they would complain. And or when I first started working out, I would go in the room and close the door, and sure enough, here they come. I mean, you guys have little kids, you know how they always come, but when they're older, they try to give you like a guilt trip. Oh, I thought you were gonna watch this with me. I thought you were gonna do that. And after that meeting, like they realized I would give them the look like, do you want me alive?
Right, correct.
If you want me alive, leave. I'm working out.
You had the ultimate leverage.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Okay, well, question number 2 then. What is the biggest hurdle that you have to overcome to sustain, your commitment to your journey? So obviously you had these amazing results in that year. What now on a regular basis do you have to overcome?
All right, so let's see. It's changed a little bit over time because as my family unit has changed, but the biggest hurdle to overcome when the kids were home and not at college and not driving yet was figuring out how to fit in a workout with, because when your kids get older, they're in activities, and then you have more than one kid, and they have tons of activities. So then you're having to schedule around all that. I think the hurdle then was, when am I going to schedule it? And I'm not letting anything get in the way of that. That's like, I think I've heard you say before, it's like brushing your teeth. You're not going to skip brushing your teeth. You're not going to skip your workout just because in the violin practice, or there's a swim meet, or there's orchestra. You have to look at the week and schedule it out and say, this is what I'm doing, and I'm not letting anything get in the way of it. So that was before, but then as time goes on, I don't have that hurdle anymore. It's kind of a different hurdle. It's like, I've been on this fitness journey for a while, so how do I keep it fresh, and how do I keep it interesting to keep coming back day after day after day? And I feel like Beachbody has the answer, because they're always coming out with new stuff for me to try. And I've opened up my mind to say, don't be so closed-minded about workouts. Don't just choose this because I think it's what I'm going to love or whatever. But try something. You never know if you're going to like it or not. So being open-minded and trying new things has kept it fresh and kept me going. And I can't wait for 6:45 or whatever that workout's called. Like, can it not come out tomorrow? I mean, hurry up. But yeah, I think that's the thing, is like trying new things, keeping it fresh.
And that's so true. And I love the be open, because that was definitely me, was like, I'm kind of I'm in Shaun land. So, but, as time has gone on, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to just, and like you said, surprisingly, like bar blend, I'm like, this is super effective and super different than what I'm normally attracted to, but I'm still getting amazing results, and it's a different pace of energy, but like, that doesn't mean it's bad, right? So.
Right. Yeah, like the running one. I used to always say, I hate running. I hate running. I hate running. I was like, all right, I'm going to try this. It's coming out. I might as well. So I bought early access. And I was like loving that program. I'm actually going to do it again when I finish around the 6 weeks of work. I'm going to do that again. That was so good.
And that's even me now with Let's Get Up, because I don't like dancing. And, but I'm like, but it's Shaun T and it's different. And I'm like, you know what? I'm allowing myself like to just have fun and to be like, okay, I might look stupid. I might feel stupid. But then I found out the other day my husband was filming me from inside. So I immediately confiscated his phone and deleted it. But yeah, I love that. I love that tip. I think that's so key, especially when you're in the journey a long time, you know,
a long
because you
time.
can burn, just like in anything, you can burn out.
Yeah, you can, definitely. And getting involved with the, what do you call it? Like the challenges, like Shaun T comes out with that challenge, like on finisher.
That is no joke to get that shirt.
Those. Oh yeah, I'm super proud of this shirt. Like I would wear it every day and be like, look, I did this.
Yes.
That was hard.
That was
so hard.
That was crazy. Okay, number 3.
Yeah, some of the days I'm like crazy.
Number 3, what? See, you're doing so good. You're already to the last question. What tip?
I'm sweating.
You're like, this can count as one of your workouts. What tip or advice would you like to share? You know, just in general before we close down.
In general. Okay, so I think I have maybe 3.
Okay.
One is love yourself where you are currently, because I see so many people beating themselves up all the time. Like, I can't do this, and I don't look like that person, and I can't do what she can do, and I can't do what he can do. And it's like, that's going to beat yourself down and not get you where you want to be. Like, love yourself who you are. You're amazing. Your body is capable of so much, and you have goals, but that shouldn't be your everything. It's like, take one day at a time, love who you currently are, because just having 6-pack abs or whatever isn't going to make you love yourself anymore.
So true.
So that's 1. I guess 2 is my one I say to myself all the time is, how do I say it? Like, action before mood. So that's like a ritual thing. If you know, I know you've read Ritual's book. Action before mood, or mood follows action. That's the way. Mood follows action, meaning you're not always going to feel like doing the workout. You might not be in the mood or motivated, but just take the action. Put on the workout clothes. Put on your shoes. Press play. Even if while you're pressing play, you say, I'm really not going to do this. I'm just going through the motions. Like, after the warm up, you're sweaty and gross. You might as well just do it and get it done with. So mood follows action. So the action is doing it. When you're done, you're going to feel great. That'll be a great mood, and you'll feel proud of yourself.
Love it.
And then the last one, I guess, is plan. Because if you want it to happen, you can't just be like, I'm going to work out this week, or I'm going to follow the program this week. You have to say, doing it at this time on this day, look at the whole week and say, okay, the kids have this on that day and this on that day, and I have to work late this day. When is that going to be scheduled? And then once it's scheduled, it doesn't get... My friends know now, they know that if they want to make plans, they have to tell me ahead of time so I can rearrange my schedule for my workout. They're like, oh, we're going to do this on Thursday, so you can make sure you work out in the morning or something. So people get used to it. They might not like it at first, but yeah.
But I also love how, you know, you have brought your family into it. You know what I mean? Like, they know. Yeah. And they know because you have made that a habit in your life. You know, and because you have shared that with them. You have said, this is what's happening. You know, you've communicated. And I think a lot of times we just, for some reason, don't communicate those kinds of things or let them know this is important to us. This is now going to be part of our life. You know, and then when it's an option for you, then it's definitely an option for them. So you've also shown it's not an option for you, and you've led that, you know, path. So now they know, like we said, okay, Mom, wait, Thursday. We know you're not skipping your workout. And we don't want to miss our thing. So let's tell you now so you can rearrange and make it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Those are so great. And I love that. Mood follows action. Because I think too often we think it's the reverse. We think we can only act according to our mood. When it's that's like completely wrong, you know. We don't have to do that. We can do the act, and then the mood will follow. That's so good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for hopping on here. And if you guys missed the very beginning,
I'm totally honored. completely honored. I was blown away when you asked me. So thank you so much. It meant a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and hello, losing 100 pounds is just as exciting as completing an entire insanity program. So I'm like, you've done both. That's like pretty remarkable stuff. So, and you're a finisher with your Dig Deeper Challenge shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it. Oh, thank you so much for this community. It means everything to me. It really does. And that's the other thing. That's what keeps me going is the community. Like, even if I know I'm not going to, like, I don't know, if I'm feeling like not doing something, all I have to do is pick up my phone and scroll through and like all these people are working out and doing everything. I'm like, okay, here we go. I got to do this.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, it's
I love
seriously,
all.
I've loved just getting to hang out with you right now, and I'm so glad that you're part of the group. And thank you for hopping on with us. No doubt, so many takeaways from this call, and just from getting to see you every day in the group too. So, thank you, and tell your family thank you for letting us borrow you.
Oh, I will.
All right.
Definitely. Okay.
All right, you guys, have a good rest of the night. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.